Yo, we gonna fuck around and have to make a song for the intro because I'm tired of getting flagged and shit.
I put my any Jody Mac song. I don't give I never flag it.
That's a fact. We rolling already. We gonna do this organic. It's our first one back in 3 weeks. We just gonna do this shit organic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait. This nigga love the dark. This nigga is the most inconspicuous nigga ever in life.
I'm about to turn my light on.
Oh
There we go.
shit.
Hold on, let me take this shit up right there.
You be in the dark too, nigga.
Yeah, but you can see me, nigga. I got the light
You
hanging.
can't see
Pause.
me now, nigga. I have
Yeah,
to
now
turn
I
my
can.
backlight on.
Now you good. You good. It's like the first episode we back, or we can see you clear.
Hey, I have to turn the backlight on.
All right, so we just gonna get started. You know, shout out to Polo
Jody
Ground
Mac
Master
was
Live
good.
Music is.
What up, what up, what up?
They will be tuning in shortly. We are back. I know for a couple of weeks we've been away. There's been a lot going on, but we back outside. Unk Em Podcast. We are here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I hit the Modesto, but
Testo.
Nah, because we owed them the shows, man. We owed them a couple of shows we missed.
we definitely owed him a couple of shows. Shout out to Jody Mac. Shout out to my brother, Team Homie Zone, K Homie. You already know him, your man
Right.
Bundles. Before we even get into the show tonight, you already know how we do. How's y'all guys? Couple of weeks. Let's say that.
Yeah, I had a blast, man. I don't
Shit,
even want to see no more liquor.
nigga, the Knicks one. We ain't been here
That's it.
on since the Knicks one.
That's a
And we
fact.
still
That's a fact.
celebrating that.
Shout out to all the newcomers, you know, all the new Knicks fans. I know I was a little hard on y'all during the playoffs, but we won the chip, so you know.
Yeah.
I still feel like these new Knicks fans can't celebrate that hard because they ain't been through the trenches. But I appreciate y'all.
We definitely appreciate them. And
That's
they
a
had, like
fact.
you say, they haven't been through the trenches with niggas. They wasn't there. We had niggas like Marty Collins.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I was wilding them up for like 3 weeks. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Othello Harrington.
My shit go back to Spreewell and Allen Houston and all of them.
Man, listen.
Nah, them niggas did their thing, so everybody know them.
I got a little bit of Ewing.
What about when we had niggas like Travis Knight in the middle?
Right.
When we drafted niggas like fucking Landry Fields and fucking Frank Ntilikina.
Oh, niggas don't even know about the Landry Field days, bro. The Landry Field days.
They took that nigga before they took Lance Stevenson, bro. Indiana took Lance Stevenson with the next motherfucking pick.
Hey man, you know how this shit go, bro.
Okay.
My
53 is over now.
my situation's been kind of good. I feel like it was a great Father's Day gift. You know, the Knicks winning the chip and all that. Shout out to all the fathers out there that had a beautiful Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? That should have been one of the topics tonight, talking about Father's Day, because I seen a lot of chicks out here still doing that bullshit.
A lot of chicks did that. Yeah, we might have to slide that in there, bro. We might have to talk about that right now on the jumping pause.
Yeah, listen, ladies, understand this, man. Statistics have shown that more men, especially more black men, you could do your own homework statistically, more black men are having stable households. So guess what? If you don't have that situation in 2026, and your child is under the age of, I want to say maybe 5, you got to pick better. Because there are men out here that are taking care of their families. There are men out here that are stepping up. You talking to a couple of them right here. We a little older, but I'm just saying, statistically, it's showing that men are stepping up to the plate as far as taking care of their kids. So if you got a dude that didn't do what he was supposed to do, you got to pick better, sweetheart. I'm not even going to sit here and try. Usually we usually go in on y'all. All I'm going to say is pick better. And if you pick wrong the first time, don't pick wrong again. Learn from your mistakes. And stop this narrative about Father's Day is not your day. Let us rock.
Now you let them live. You ain't go off on them. You let them live. I'm gonna go off on them. Listen, man, ladies, man, we love y'all. We can't survive without y'all. But y'all not fathers. Y'all good parents. If you're a single mother, you're a good mother, exceptional parent, but you are not a father. Father's Day is for us.
Definitely
Unfortunately,
don't try to take your day.
definitely you never see a nigga talking about, oh, I'm a good mother. The fuck out of here. Happy
I'm a good
Mother's
mother and father.
How about motherfuckers don't have shit on sale for us? It's flowers everywhere for the ladies. Everywhere. Jewelry, candy, flowers, everywhere for the ladies. They don't have shit on sale for us. Yo, you know I got a perfume company, Smell Good Central, right? Mother's Day, I did a number.
Right.
Mother's Day. Father's Day. I got some cologne for my guys too, man. I got each of y'all cologne for Father's Day.
Need some of that.
I didn't have the chance to give it to you guys, but I definitely got y'all. But Father's Day, I ain't sell shit. I think I sold 1 or 2 bottles, bro.
Damn.
That's real shit. And that's for not 1 or 2 orders. Like I usually get orders, not 1 or 2 orders, 1 or 2 bottles. I think 2 bottles. I sold a Gucci Guilty and I think a Baccarat 540 Rouge.
That's wild, bro. You know what's so crazy too is like we was going somewhere on Father's Day. I can't remember where, but I had the whole family in the car, and I've never seen an actual Father's Day basket. And you know what I'm saying? There was a family out on the Ave, and they had like a little stand, and they had Father's Day baskets. And I was like, yo, babe, look, they got the little Father's Day cup with the teddy bear and the Henny. But nobody was near that stand, bro. That stand was standing by itself. No customers, nothing. I was just shocked to see it. But then it was like nobody was around it. It was one stand by itself in the middle of the mall, bro.
Crazy.
Yo, bro, we underappreciated by far.
Are we? And as a good father, it sucks because it's more deadbeat moms than it is you are not the fathers.
Right.
Listen, deadbeat moms, just because you have the child in your custody don't mean you're not a deadbeat mom. A deadbeat mom can be you keeping the child away from the father that can actually do something to elevate their life, but because you got your own little selfish reasons of why you don't want that child to be. It don't never be about the dude being a bad dude. It's mostly about how the moms is feeling. That's another level of being a deadbeat too. Emotional deadbeat.
Yes, bro. See, I'm fortunate to have good mothers of my children. Like they're like good mothers. I have no complaints about them in regards to the way they are as mothers.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say everybody like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people put themselves before their children. Some people don't even really. Like I say, niggas will put themselves before their kids nowadays, and that shit sucks.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So we got live music is in the building. Salute the live.
Live music.
My brother.
Happy birthday too to Lil Live.
Yeah, happy
Oh
birthday.
yeah, happy birthday to my man live stream, y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
My little guy
Big
live
two.
stream, man.
Big two.
Happy birthday, my guy.
Listen, make sure y'all go check my man Live Music, his page. Live Music is my nigga doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? We all got our motion. My nigga got something going on right now. Make sure y'all tap in and get that going with my guy.
That's
on
a fact.
battle
All right.
rappers back in effect. No.
So live, I'm gonna bring you up to speed on what we're talking about. We didn't get into the main topics yet, but we touching on the topic that was sensitive for the last weekend, Father's Day. You know, Father's Day, at least in our eyes, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, let me put the number at the top of the screen just for anybody that's watching. If they want to call in at any given moment, they can. The phone lines are definitely open.
We live on everything. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Rumble. We on everything right now.
We on everything. So, we was talking about Father's Day, and we was talking about our experiences with Father's Day, and Jody Mack brought up something that was very interesting. He owns perfume and cologne business, and he said that his revenue, as far as sales on Mother's Day, was completely different from his revenue and sales on Father's Day. He basically said he sold 2 items on Father's Day.
2 items, B.
You know what I'm saying?
As opposed to, I could show you the invoices. If I was to get the invoices, I'd be able to tell you.
So
I sold
let me ask, what is
upon dozens, at least 60, 70 different orders, not even bottles, orders.
as fathers, how do y'all feel about that, or is it even a surprise that those numbers are what they are?
I
Nah,
think
that's
it's a
what we were
surprise in
saying.
2026 because, like I was saying earlier before you came in, the stats showed that fathers in today's time, especially black fathers, are more in their child's lives than the previous generation. And for that to be a thing, and we still in this notion of fathers is not around, I personally feel like the females have to understand who they picking to have children with. Because if the stats and statistics show that more black men are being in their children's lives, what is it that is making this small percent of women? Because I'm gonna say it's a small percent. Is usually, if you know, you know the type of people it is that's saying this. What is it about them versus what's going on in the overall aspect of time that is still making them feel like deadbeat fathers is everywhere?
I think what it is the they have chose to put everybody in a circle of deadbeat. They choose to put a dude who is fighting for their child and don't want nothing to do with the woman as a deadbeat. They're
I said that too.
putting
That's a fact.
the male perspective of deadbeat is getting so saturated that we can't even separate from the actual fathers that's out here, and it's unfortunate because as my situation. I have a baby mother now. Whatever she's saying to her group and congregation of people, I'm a deadbeat. But in retrospect, you keeping me away from the child because I don't want a relationship with you. And it's more people that back women's claims for a lot of things in this world than a man complaining about things in this world. Because when a man complains, he has to literally galvanize maybe 100+ people to get even the word out what he's saying. For women, all it takes is these men ain't shit. Yeah, girl. 150 comments.
The cavalry coming.
The cavalry's coming, it's getting supported, it's getting doubled down, and then you got niggas who's capitalizing on that moment to distract the shit. They coming to take care of the kids for about 3-4 months, being stepdaddy just so they can get some pussy, and then you know how that shit go.
Man, you hit it right there on the nose, man.
Also, I think also, honestly, I think the internet really gave other females who wasn't thinking like that the chance, the opportunity to hear the opinions of females who were thinking like that, and it may have swayed their thinking. Because,
Absolutely.
I mean, like you said, bundles, when you make a mistake, you don't continue to make the same mistake. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Unless that's what you're looking for. Just so you can have these complaints and shit like that. And like Live said, a lot of the times it's because a nigga don't want to deal with the female that the situation becomes the way that it is, where the man is a deadbeat all of a sudden, even though he could do everything. And that's normally described as a father.
Yeah. And then you got to also think about it like this too. And this goes for both sides of the spectrum, whether it be male or female. Sometimes somebody just be looking for somebody to blame for they shortcomings. What I mean by that is that
I'm be sharing the live out because I don't see me.
what here's the thing with that, right? Because you could have a woman that is not well off financially, or just going through rough times, and just the notion of saying, "Oh, I'm a single mother trying to make it," people will make excuses for that.
Yeah, they have empathy and sympathy for her.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Where on the other end, if a father had custody of his child and he was like, "Oh, I'm a single father," they would still be expecting you to do whatever it is that you got to do with no excuses. So sometimes that single mother terminology can be masked for their shortcomings that they don't do in their own personal living. Because at the end of the day,
Yep.
you still got to put a roof over your head. You still got to feed yourself. You still got to clothe yourself. You still got to make sure the lights and the gas and all that stuff is on, whether the kid is here or not. But if you naturally don't do that instantly, whether you have a kid or not, and then when you have a kid, you can automatically say, "Well, I'm struggling because of this." Where men on the other end don't get the right to say that they're struggling over anything because of a child.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, to all the mothers out there, man, we just, let Father's Day be Father's Day the same way we let Mother's Day be Mother's Day. We respect that. My wife just walked in the building. Hey, baby.
What's good, sis?
You know what I mean? And that's about that.
But can I ask, like, how? Because I feel like, as you saying, I feel like the more and more fathers are actually in these kids' lives and doing what they got to do, the worse is getting as far as the perspective that the fathers are getting. As far as, I don't think any Father's Day is gonna change near so that how much emphasis there is on Mother's Day and how much downgrading there is on Father's Day. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sick of you females posting, "Yo, I'm happy Father's Day to me because I'm the mother and father." Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We
I'm
touched
sick of
on
y'all
that.
niggas.
Yeah, we tired of that. Let me ask you a
That shit
question,
gotta
Live.
go.
Let me ask you a question, Live. Do you think it also could be that the way society nowadays, like the way the world is, how they try to demasculinize men? Do you think that plays a part in it also?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
hell yeah,
Yeah, I
cause
believe so.
yo, listen, my mom's raised me single moms. She ain't never had that type of dialect. She did what she had to do. Father's Day came around, I swear to God, like, I didn't even think nothing of it, bro. I had uncles, I had grandfathers, so I just really was in that perspective. My mom wasn't out here, let me start bashing niggas and shit like that. Not saying that whatever, people weren't doing it, but it wasn't at the rate that we hearing where every female got a shitty
Right,
nigga.
right,
Every female got a deadbeat motherfucking nigga.
right.
Come on, yo. The
The shit,
dialect
you
is
know what be killing me?
Mhm.
When the niggas got bread, right? And they giving them 6, 7 racks a month, and they talking about that's not enough. That be killing me.
Six, seven
Yo,
racks?
Yeah, like
That's
NBA
crazy.
niggas and shit, athletes, some of these artists and musicians.
Oh, we all know what that's about.
No,
yeah,
right,
We
like
all know
that
what
ain't
that's
even
about.
about
right. We that's what
anything
I'm
that got
saying.
to
But
do with the
how
kid.
you came from nothing, so now he popping, but you can't live off for 4 grand a month. That's a
Right.
stack a week. You can't live off a stack a week.
Listen, niggas don't want to, and they look to take advantage of the situation. You know how that shit go. And that, again, they put that under deadbeat because when a nigga don't want to pay that, he becomes a deadbeat when she don't want to bring the child to you. When we seen what was it, Brittany Griner, the kid was crying when he was going to his pops, and that could have been anything. My son cries sometimes when he pull up on me. But the perspective was, oh, he don't even like his father. Why is he around him? Even if you there's a video that talks about the woman dialect to the man's dialect, as far as, say, a man go pick up his son or his child and he hangs out with the child. Once he gets to the mom, what one of the first things the mother will say is, "Are you okay?"
Mm-hmm.
Which is fucked up mentally, because
Like you're not
why
gonna
would
be
you
okay
ask
just with your
the
pops.
child, my child, if he's okay,
Right,
if he
right,
just left with me?
right.
Right.
The dialect is, "Are
Not
you hungry?" Why would you think I wouldn't feed my child
Exactly.
while I'm with me? The dialect becomes what the man is not capable of doing what a woman can do for the child, so you just get the side Father's Day. That's why I said Father's Day is always that like side, like, oh, I appreciate you fathers that stick it out through all this bullshit that women be putting niggas through. But we appreciate y'all. Because a lot of even the fathers that we know that are solid gotta deal with some bitches.
Those are the ones that go through it the worst, man. The
The
good
worst,
fathers
the ones
go
that's
through the
really
worst.
sticking it around and
I
been
wouldn't
around.
say that. I would say the ones who have bitter baby mothers are the ones who go through it the worst.
And
You
for
know,
some
all
reason,
niggas be good
and for
nigga.
some reason, we the
Some
ones with
niggas
the
be
we
dickheads
the be.
too, and they be having fucked up baby moms, so the kid is all assed out
No,
all
no, for
around.
sure.
Look
For
at it
sure.
like this, Jody. Look at it like this, right? Mash, you might have to mute up, Mash, because you outside is echoing. Check this out. When you a dude that don't necessarily want to deal with the child, the female has no problem with trying to push the child on you, try to make you be there, and everything like that. For the ones that really want to be there, see, it's not so much about the child. It's about the
But the
way to
relationship with
hurt
the
you.
moms.
It's the way to hurt you. If you don't want to be around a child, they try to push the child on you to throw a monkey wrench in whatever it is that you're doing. And if you actually do want to be a father, they withdraw the child to make you feel. It's all about manipulation. It really ain't got
That's the
shit to do
point.
with the
That's the
child.
point I'm making.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The
It's
child
a
is
little
the
different.
is just the icing on the cake. It's just all about doing something to you because we all know, respectfully, and any female that wants to call in right now and rebuke what I'm saying, by all means do so. It's all about their feelings. You know, it's one of the realest quotes I've ever heard, bro. A man will sacrifice his happiness for his family, and a female will sacrifice her family for her
For her
happiness.
happiness. That's a fact, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And that's
yeah.
but you know, not to just too drag on the topic, but as we know, as fathers, we see, you know, the expectation that's put on us to even be not only fathers but father figures for the community, and the lack of support that comes with it, vice versa too. You know, when they had the whole shit like, oh, black men don't protect black women, and it was like the falsest thing I've ever heard, because we are in a world where, nigga, we are getting attacked on all cylinders, and the biggest part of who we are is our black women.
That's a fact.
So the narrative that black men is not protecting black women is obviously is a falsehood, because we saw with the Kamala Harris shit, 70% of black men was supporting her.
Right.
Listen,
We talk about
And then we had this fuck nigga talking about why didn't we do more?
but that's the perspective and narrative, because if most people are not even gonna go to look at the research. So they're just gonna believe what's been told, not to what's actually happened.
Right.
And then unfortunately we have our black women that have been catered by the government, which is welfare, Section 8, things of that nature, and those things come with a price to the black men.
It does. But
So
we
what
can
do you
hold that
think?
for
What do you
another
think can be
subject,
done
because
to
we're
change the
going
narrative?
we're going depth right now with that.
What you said? What you said, Bundles?
I said, what do you think can be done to change the narrative?
I think one, continuing to do what we're doing. I think what we get into is like, you know, when people do ask that question, like, what can we do? They think it's supposed to be a reset. You got to continue to do what you do. Something is gonna break through, but we also have to put more awareness in certain parts of where fatherhood should be more or less exalted, or put a light on. You know what I mean? Because the more I remember, even just like, you know how I go, man. You couldn't even be around me if you wasn't taking care of your kid. I don't care what that shit about, nigga.
That's
Like,
right.
go figure that shit out. You couldn't if you was willingly like. actively not wanting to go see your kids, not wanting to take, you couldn't chill around me. And I think we need to enforce that more with our youth, even our grown ass men that be sitting up there talking about, yeah, nah, I ain't gonna see that kid. Yo, our kids are dying out here. These niggas need a pops. I don't give a fuck if that nigga start hating you for a couple months, maybe a year, and you gotta put in that work. Put in that fucking work. Cause I have a bunch of homeboys that wasn't in their kids' life, and they got back in their kids' life when they older, teens, and that's a different beast. And they had to work a whole year, 2 years, 3 years, but now he called me, yo, we have a great relationship. That's work. And we have to do that because our kids are out here, like we talk about all the time, almost every other Unk Em podcast about our youth dying.
Right.
And I know how my brothers move right here. Our youth ain't gonna get caught up in none of that shit. That's how what we preventing. And if we can have more of that, as far as getting back to your question, bundles, if we can have more of that, more unks like us continuing to be the father figures for whether our, the team you coach, whether it's the artist spotlights of me, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's Jody Mack doing what he do for the community as far as running with Balls in the Garage. The things that we do within our community helps out a lot. And the more we be able to elevate, the more our voices can be heard within the population. So, if any solutions.
Nah, I agree. I agree 110%. And we definitely need to start shunning men that don't take care of their kids and don't take care of their families and things like that. We just got to start making certain things uncool. There's a lot of things that's in the culture that is considered to be cool, but it's not. We just need to make certain things uncool. So leading into making things uncool, that's going to go into the first topic of the night. I know we talked about on Father's Day and all that, but the first topic of the night is accepting snitches. It seems like there's a lot of that going on right now. I know Jody Mack had put a post up. I had put a post up. And I'm just understanding right now that a lot of people are, at least for me, from what I've been seeing, a lot of people, when they get pissed off, they try to air out people's dirty laundry as far as snitching and things like that. But that seems like it's only happening once they're pissed off with you. And I feel like people know that people are snitches, but still keep them around for beneficial reasons. So I want to know how y'all feel about that.
We're gonna talk about the Instagram snitches too, right?
That's one of the reasons why we brought this up, because there was 2 instances, at least on my end, and I know Jody put something up too. There was 2 instances on my end where somebody had got labeled a snitch, but the wording. I see. One thing I do is I pay attention to when people are talking. I listen very well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when somebody say, yeah, and this, that, and the third was a snitch, my man told me 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So you knew he was a snitch for 2 years, but I seen you chilling with him. I've seen you do business with him. I've seen you hang around him.
Those be the niggas that ain't in the street. Those are niggas that ain't been to jail, because that snitching shit took a lot of niggas' grandfathers and fathers out of here.
Yeah,
so those niggas, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, those niggas don't, like, they don't understand.
So
They don't understand. That's why, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, even with the Instagram snitching, like, I'm gonna start calling a lot of niggas out, because when you put a nigga business out there that ain't supposed to know, that's snitching, motherfucker.
yeah,
That's a fact.
absolutely.
That's snitching. That's snitching. When you go on there looking for clout, that shit ain't funny, nigga. You telling niggas business that nobody know, just so you could get some views and likes, nigga. You a rat. You a rat, bro.
That's a
Right
fact.
shit.
Ratting is ratting. Ratting is telling business that you don't have no need to tell, brother. Like, niggas
And
be
no
under
one asked you
ratting
for
ain't
this
just talking to the
information.
cops, nigga. Ratting is telling people business that don't need to, that know the business don't need to be out there. You
Right.
know what I'm
And
saying?
putting other people videos up and shit.
Oh, there was a lot of that going on, and niggas thought it was comedy. It's not comedy, man. That's how I know a lot of these niggas. Oh, I'm a real one. You shut the fuck up, man. Niggas ain't no real ones. Fuck out of here. What to pick you as a real one? Who validated that? Like these motherfuckers just be coming outside, just I'm a real no. It don't work that way. It start off in the house. Are you taking care of your family? Are you around your family? Let's start off like that. So a lot of these niggas don't be having morals and values, and then it's fucked up because even our era, right? The dudes from our era, these niggas are so lost. Niggas that ain't leveled up, they still outside with these little niggas, so they doing what the little niggas do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
That,
I mean, I would ask. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, man.
Uh-huh.
What makes what makes the Instagram snitch more comfortable online?
Likes.
Because you're getting views. It's motherfuckers who don't know the situation that's commenting that shouldn't even be commenting because that's nobody's business.
right.
So when you got people that don't know what's going on and they start commenting saying, "Oh, yo, you right, bro. How the fuck is he right?" and you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Jumping into
So
shit that
there's a lot of
has
that be
nothing to
going
do.
on. Like, you know, I be thinking like niggas too old, but obviously that's a mental thing. You know what I mean?
Now,
You
let
think
me ask you
so?
this:
Yeah,
What do
because
you
niggas don't
think?
grow up.
What do you think about? See, I feel like sometimes people be using the snitch thing as to villainize somebody. Cause I come from the old law where you got to present paperwork to call somebody a snitch. As
Nah,
far as
nah.
like,
That's
as
what I
far
was.
as
That's what I was getting at,
I
bro.
don't
It's
think
about
so, bro. Me and you argue about this all the time. I don't think you got to present paperwork. There's all types of ways of being a snitch.
yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yo.
some people say
First of
there's
all,
snitching, there's snitches, there's confidential informants, there's informants. There's so many different variables when it comes to this snitch thing. Like what Mass is talking about on a worldwide spectrum is just being a
No, I
person.
get it.
Yes, that is
But like I
snitching.
said,
now, but even I so look with the paperwork thing, right? And I've been to these penitentiaries. I've been in these streets. You know how many niggas ran with no paperwork? Prime example, right? Look, a nigga get caught for doing something that don't got nothing to do with the block or nothing. Nigga just get caught up. Oh shit, I know bundles carry it all the time.
yeah,
He go tell the boys, you get booked. You don't need no paperwork. That nigga, yo, they caught you with it on you. What paperwork do you need?
and
You're not taking that to trial.
Max, and niggas forget too. When somebody's snitching and something happened to the person, you know they take your name off that shit.
Yeah,
Now your name blocked out, and you took the stand and all that. Niggas saw you took the stand.
I, I
They'll
I only
block your
know
name out.
because multiple people told on me, and I took that shit to distance. That's how I know who told. You feel what I'm saying?
hmm
But some people,
No, your name will be in
you
the original paperwork, but if you a
in a
person
minute,
that gets
Nah,
something
in a
you'll
done
get
to
minute,
people,
you'll get your
that
discovery. I
that shit
have
will
all
be
your
right?
blocked
minutes
out,
here.
and you
It'll
can't
be in
send
a
mail
minute.
out or nothing.
All
But
your minutes
yo,
will be
bro,
there.
I ain't even gonna put no names out there, right? I done seen Cuddies do it. I done seen Cuddies get mad at a nigga. No nigga got maybe 30 packs on him, maybe a
hmm
hammer, and mad because the nigga ain't give him no credit, and go tell the boys.
And go tell. Hell
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And tell you, yeah, I told on that nigga.
hmm
It's crazy.
Like, you'll
And
never see
niggas are
no
still
paperwork.
and niggas are still served them.
Yeah,
Right,
cause the money, cause they want the money.
right.
All right, so
So,
how do y'all feel about people that know this information, right? Like let's just say it's a group of homies and one of the homies did bad. Everybody know that the homie did bad, but they still chilling with him until they get pissed off and then want to air him out to everybody else in the community. How do you feel
Yo,
about those type of individuals?
every one of those niggas is rodents. You hear me? Every one of them niggas is
hmm
rodents. Because
yeah,
there's no
and then
way you telling
they,
me that you my man or whatever, we in a group and this nigga is telling on niggas?
Right.
Like I'm
yo,
not
but you
and
know
I'm
now the times has changed. So niggas do this. He ain't tell on me.
Oh
I ain't
yeah.
doing nothing for him to tell
yeah,
on.
not
Oh
see
yeah.
that
You
see
know what I'm
and
saying?
then that's the also the fall of what we have as far as what's going on in the streets because We got niggas who feel personalized about what doesn't happen to them, and that's just a weird mentality to think. Why would you think that this nigga won't tell on you if he told on somebody that's right next to you in your vicinity?
But
Listen,
I gotta play devil's advocate. If you're not in the street, I don't think a lot of niggas should be
Oh yeah,
worried
yeah,
about
yeah.
that
If you a
shit.
civilian,
If
if
you're a
you a civilian,
civilian,
then
you
I ain't
taking
mad
care
at
of your
it.
kids and all that shit, you shouldn't even be worried about that type of
All right, so
shit.
let me give you a
Yeah,
scenario. Let me give you a scenario, and a couple of the cats on this panel know the individuals I'm talking about. There was a situation where there was a member of my crew and another individual who, I want to say I got respect for, but now it's like I got questions. I'm not gonna say I don't respect him no more, but I just got questions. I got a phone call stating that somebody that was in my crew um was basically telling on people, like called the police. There was a situation, the person called the police, gave a statement or whatever may have you on a said individual. Now when that information hit my desk, I asked them, I said, "You sure about this?" It got to the point where they even put me in contact with certain people that the situation was with.
Did you see the
Now,
paperwork?
no paperwork. This is like what you were saying as far as it was a block situation. Like the person called the boys and basically told the boys like, "Oh, they doing this, and the third to me." You know what I'm saying? So once that information got back to me, um, I spoke to the individual that was representing my crew, and I kept it 100 with him. I said, "Yo, bro, listen. At the end of the day, I don't jack that type of movement. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that type of movement, and we just gonna have to go our separate ways because I can't have something like that representing my brand. Respectfully, I ain't get crazy or disrespect. I just said, yo, bro, you did bad, and I can't have that representing my brand.
right.
That was the end of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's fuck him, but I just can't associate what you did with what I got going on because of how I carry myself and my morals and my principles.
And then
Fast
also, I
forward,
think,
I thought, like, fast forward, the same individuals that gave me the information are now doing business with that said person.
Crazy.
So what was they out why they outed him? Why they felt the reason to call you to tell you that?
That's the that's the question that I need answers to because it was like, was it for was it did you know that I was going to disassociate myself with that person so you could get in position? Like, what was the purpose? It's a head scratcher for me because you're the one that gave me the information, but now you're doing business with that individual. It doesn't make sense to me.
yo, like I said, they are all rodents. And what makes niggas start comforting themselves that they're not is when, like you said, when niggas say, well, he didn't snitch on me. And then to be
Right.
able to
Right.
tell you about said individual, knowing that we are from an era, it's not like the niggas that was telling you is not from the same era and time where we know that word is not to be just thrown around. So
It got to the point
we
where they even
not
called him a
talking.
rat. One of the individuals called him a rat on live.
Yeah. So when I see shit like that where niggas double back, I automatically look at the entirety of who was involved. If you were on that side of saying that this person was this, that, and the third, and then you show up maybe just hey yo, this my man. Yeah, y'all all rodents, nigga.
I just want to get
It's
everybody thought process on
Master
that
Splinter
situation.
shit.
A
Right.
rat is a rat, B.
How y'all feel about Hov dealing with a confidential informant?
That
I'm not
nigga, I don't
jagging it.
fuck with him either.
And let me tell you something.
So
Hove was
you
my
gotta realize
favorite
that nigga's
artist.
a civilian, man.
Hove was my favorite artist growing up. Anybody will tell you I was a super big Hove fan. I can't that don't sit right with me. You know what I'm saying? That whole I forgot Shorty's name, but that just don't sit right with me.
That's a
Especially
Ray Perez.
yeah, especially what you represent as far as like a person that came up from the streets and however you got to your fame. But that and that don't coexist with each other, so that makes it a contradiction. And I'm a very big advocate hater of contradictions. So,
No,
And
I get it, but he ain't doing street business with the person. He doing
but you
actual
represent
but
what your
business.
body of work
it's not
represented
it's not even
goes
that.
against
How
who
do
you
you even
standing
get
with.
in a loop with somebody that ratted?
That's why I
Because it's the
said
same. It's the same
his
thing, yo,
body
bro.
of work,
Niggas,
his
you know
body
why I
of
say
Yo,
work.
it's the same
yo,
thing? Because a lot of these
that
rapper
bitch is doing
niggas,
America's Most
a lot of these
Wanted.
rap
What are
niggas
you
got
talking
cops
about?
as their
Yeah, she
security
was.
guards.
But that's
That
She
bitch
was
is
security.
on the
doing.
I'm talking
cartel.
about
She
the
ain't.
person, your body of work and what you represent the hustler. You represent the streets. You represent something that is anti what she did. And for
No, I get
you
it.
to have
So
for you to have a business that's surrounded around that aura of what you was representing, and to have her at the head of that situation is a contradiction.
how y'all feel about these rap niggas with security that's actual cops?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I
Why
think
you
what
don't? Because if anything happens,
That's
I
not
think
that
what
security
you
is
think that
not your
nigga gonna
business
do?
part of this. The security is to make
yeah,
sure
I
that you safe.
No. But still, we talking about street niggas, bro.
But I'm answering your question. The security is to make
again,
sure that you're safe. They're
yeah,
not your
like I
business
No,
think
partner.
I get that. But if you're still doing street shit around a cop just because he got a security
No,
title,
you're
he's
not
still a
doing street
cop.
shit no more. You
no,
Why
I'm
you
are.
not
think
doing
they
street
not?
shit.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna explain. You not doing street shit. You're a rapper. You got a W-2 or whatever 1090 at the end of the year. You're a tax paying citizen. That security guard is only there to protect you. You're not running drills with him. You're not there. You're not flipping packages with him. The situation with Desiree Perez is that she is internally in your business. Your
No, I get
security
it.
guard is
But
not
you see how
necessary.
you
Let
feel
me
about
finish.
that,
Let
bro?
me finish. Let me finish. Your security guard is not in your business. Your security guard is there to protect your asset. That's two totally different things. He's
He's
not
still
in your
gonna see street
he's not
shit.
in your ins and outs of business. You can walk into a
It
room
depends on
and tell your
how way
security
you
guard to
have him
stand guard at
employed
the
at
door
though.
and he don't know what's going on. Like
Because
I did security, I did bodyguard work for an individual, right? And I couldn't tell you what his business was because I was there to protect him. And when he went into certain rooms, I was standing at the door. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't see anything. I don't know what went on in them rooms. But my position as being hired to do a job was to protect that man, and that was that. It
and
wasn't none of the extra
No, I
ins and
get what
outs
you're
or
saying.
nothing.
That was your title. These niggas actually have security with badges. So
no, but
when they offer that job, they go into the precinct. You
yeah,
feel me?
no, but look,
Look.
but I would say this as I have a friend that's literally a detective, and it's pro bono work. Like most niggas, if you're there for a certain period in time, so a cop is not going to be your security for 24 hours. He might be there for an event, and he's a more personalized for you. But when it comes like you said, when it comes to like when that nigga leave that show and he go with his mans in them, that's a whole different type of beast. He's going to go do what he doing, whatever the case may be. A lot of the times when it comes to the law enforcement, they not booking these niggas for entire days or all type of shit like that. It's for a
I'm
certain
never
period of
saying
time.
that. You as being a rapper, bro,
Look, can I can
and
I
you
can I
got a
can I
fucking cop with you. You could
can I
be a
answer
battle
can I
rapper.
can I answer
Cause
your question?
Arsenal go through it all the time. Niggas be like, yo, you got a cop with you.
Look,
These niggas talk
can
street
I answer
shit.
your question? Boom. The difference between knowing a nigga a rat and rocking with him and hiring police, like Bundu said, first, you're not doing no crime with the nigga. Second,
No. Niggas is doing
hold on,
crime in
listen
front
right
of
there.
him.
Hold on, homie, hold on. I got you. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. You're not doing no crimes with him. You're not doing nothing reckless while you're with him because you already know he's police. But hanging with a snitch is a nigga that'll put the security nigga on.
That's a fact.
The nigga here put him on like, yeah, this nigga doing this, knowing
Yeah.
he's police. That's really the difference. So
And the cop has no investment into the person. Like remember, he's a hired person. The snitch we talking about most of the time comes from the internal. It's somebody you already knew, somebody you did some dirt with, your Cody. So when the word gets out, it's still gonna be coming from a nigga from close. Even if a cop is with you, the cop is just doing his job.
No, that's a fact. But coming from a nigga like us, if we see that, that you have police with you, and me and you got beef, niggas is gonna be looking at you, and niggas got the right to say, "Oh, now you a
Nah,
rat,"
but that's
because
coming
you
from
Nah,
dealing
niggas
with
who still got a
police.
nah,
criminal mindset.
Yeah,
nah,
but not, that's
But
nah.
this
that
is what
that would
I'm,
be
Are
crazy
yo,
we
to
are we
Joey.
call
But
niggas.
this
talking
is
are
what
we
I'm
talking
saying. You
grown
feel
are we
me?
talking
I'm
grown
a,
man business or are we talking from a place of ignorance? Because if I'm
we
doing my
talking
business,
about we talking
battle
about
rap is my
street
business.
shit.
That's how I make my money. So if
That's
I
a
walk
fact.
into a building to do business and I got a security guard with me, I am handling business. That other shit that niggas is talking about, oh, you walking in the building with a security guard, with a cop, and this, yo, my man, this is my business. This is how I conduct my business. That shit you talking about is ignorant shit, and I ain't
Yeah,
signed
when
up for that.
if a
And this
nigga
is the
call
same
if a nigga
thing.
call
This is
you
the
a
same
rat,
thing I'm telling you about Hove and the informant. He not doing street shit with the bitch. He's doing business with the bitch. The
But
But
bitch
your
is
how
on
you
a
but
but,
your
but,
body
legitimate.
but
She's
how
on
do
a.
hold
you
on.
how
She's
do
on
you
your
a,
even
body
a
of work is
allow
legitimate
these things?
entailed.
payroll.
This is
Your
the
body
question
of
I
work
gotta
is
ask.
entailed that is anti what she did.
Hold
He
Yeah,
on,
not
but
hold
in.
on,
He
hold
not
on.
into
an
that no more.
informant and a cop is
Hami,
two
let me
different
ask you a
things.
question though, Hami.
Yeah.
How do you even allow a known snitch to get in your loop when you represent anti what she is? How you even allow her to get in your loop knowing she's a snitch? Because she got down after she snitched.
And the same thing, bro. Why would you hire a cop if you know you got fucking criminals as your friends?
Listen to what I'm asking you, bro.
Nah, but
Listen
that
to
is
what
that.
I'm asking you. How are you letting a known that's like us right now and tell 6ix9ine, yo, come on, get on Unk Em with us.
Yeah,
I would
I
never.
mean,
I
like,
would never have a business with
yeah,
that nigga.
yeah,
That's
but look,
but that's what Hove did with
yeah,
Desiree.
nah, but I think
No, no,
look,
no.
I think we getting it mixed too because
Yeah.
a cop, literally a cop or law enforcement, they're you, no one's calling them a snitch. Their duty is to uphold the law.
Right,
So
exactly. Exactly, God.
an informant is a different beast. An informant is an actual person who volunteered to
Yeah,
tell
and
on
nobody
niggas.
know, and nobody knows. An
Yeah, but
informant
that's what
is
I'm
a
saying.
sneaky nigga.
A cop wouldn't have to
A
hide. He's
cop is
not
doing
snitching.
a
He's just
job.
doing his job.
A cop is doing his job. An informant, she was technically in the streets because she was working with the cartel. She wasn't a cop. She was
Yeah,
working
she's
with the
not part of law
cartel.
enforcement.
She
She ain't
got
sworn
booked. She
in.
got booked for some bullshit and then started ratting on niggas. A cop is doing his job, his duty that he signed up for. That's why I
Yeah,
No,
if
but
said
he
what I'm
sees
saying
something, he
is,
has
what
to
with
I'm
the
do it.
rap
saying is,
with the
would you do
rapper.
business as a street nigga
Nigga, I'm
with
not
a
hiring
cop?
a cop to fucking watch me while I'm going to make pictures to the block. I'm not doing that. I'm going into a fucking building where I'm going to get paid legally.
Yeah.
So I
Either
got
or,
legal
bro. I'm not
security.
jacking it. Either or, I'm not jacking it.
So this is so
But you
can you
speaking
get
from a
this?
place of ignorance. If I'm doing business legally and I got a legal security guard with me, there's no problem in that. But if if I'm on the block selling cracks, I'm not gonna bring the officer with me. I'm probably gonna bring my man to do security. That's the
Nigga, yeah, but
difference.
your man's is with you. You got security and you got entourages.
All right,
Yeah,
guess what?
but
If the
that
entourage,
don't.
at least as far as I'm thinking, and I'm thinking from a smart man perspective, not from a place of ignorance, y'all niggas better not ever pull out no grip if I got a fucking legal grip here. If I got a legal grip here, what y'all niggas pulling out hammers for?
Right.
Like, think about that. Like, that's a place of ignorance. We got a legal grip here. Why are y'all backing out anything if we got a legal grip here?
That's what happens, bro. Because the nigga's there for
That's a
you.
place of ignorance, bro.
He's there for you, not for them.
My man, at the end of the day, what the conflict is gonna come from where? It's gonna come from me. Why are y'all getting in the
Yeah, it
conflict
could
if the
come from
battle ain't even
anywhere, bro.
about
It could
y'all?
come from anywhere.
But
Yeah,
I
why?
done
but
seen
Think
it in the
about it like
club
yeah,
this.
where
Why are
niggas
you
not
man.
getting in the
everybody's move.
conflict if the battle is not even about you?
It could come from anywhere.
I'm
Yeah,
asking you a question.
that's
Why are you getting
coming
in?
from
If the
that's
whole
coming from a
function,
perspective where
if the
niggas
function
is.
situation is not about you, what are you getting into problems for?
Like
Now
I
I'm saying
said, it could come from
how many
anywhere.
niggas
It could
talking
come, I'm
about
with you, and this bitch, I grab her, and her man is over there. It don't have to have nothing to do with you.
Well, guess what? You better get your knuckle game. Why you grabbing another joint on girl? Get your knuckle game up.
especially if we
This
the
is what I'm saying.
entourage and
Any
we
problems
doing
could
our
come.
thing,
Like
nigga.
niggas, I know
Don't
niggas
fuck
done been
up.
entourages
I
with
understand that point of
rappers
view,
and
Javi.
all of that shit. Niggas got their own security. That's for them, not for the entourage.
I understand that. So look, but can we get back to
But do you
this?
realize that's the same reason why Casanova's in prison right now?
Yep.
That's the same. The way you
It's a
talking is
fact.
the same reason why he's in prison right now, from a
But that's
place
how
of
niggas move,
ignorance.
bro.
But
No,
look, all right. So quick
That
question
don't.
though. We never got this question answered because this goes with the topic.
Hmm.
How did Hove allow a known rat to get into his loop?
We don't know. We
They
don't
don't
even
know.
know how
And
he met her.
that's that's the point. He let her know, but he still knew she was a rat.
We don't know if he knew that.
Of course
the
he
fact you
knew.
know it now. I just
So
gave you an example.
he's
I run
supposed
a
to got rid
business,
of her. He's not in the
crooked,
streets.
so crooked is my business.
Yeah, I
I'm not
agree
in
with you
this.
with that, homie. Like at
Ho,
this point,
yo,
He's not in
yo,
the
live.
streets,
Hold on
bro.
real
Just like
quick.
I'm not in the
Live.
streets.
Hold on
So
real quick.
why I'm worried about a nigga?
So
Why I'm worried
crooked is
about
my
a nigga
business,
telling?
right? So
It don't
crooked
got
is
nothing
my
to do with me.
business.
I'm not even in the street.
I'm gonna tell
Once
you
you start
why.
calling, no, once you
I'm gonna
start
tell you
calling somebody
why.
a rat, you gotta uphold that shit. When you see
I'm
him,
gonna
you gotta
tell
take
you
care of him,
why, Kay.
even if you
So
saying you're not
crooked
in the
is my
streets.
business. So crooked is my business. Once that situation came, that information came to me based on how I live and my morals and my principles and what I stand by, I cannot associate with you.
Right? See, you see what you're saying? Are you beefing with him?
I just told niggas I'm not beefing with him. When I
yeah.
see him, I'm not gonna
Exactly
be
my
like
fucking
it's war
point. So it
time,
was no
but I
reason
can't
for you to even
associate with
say
you.
that.
I'm not gonna associate with you. My morals and principles mean more to me than anything.
Yo,
I'm
panel,
not
am I
gonna
saying
associate
anything
with you.
wrong?
What?
I'm not saying you saying something wrong. I wouldn't say you saying anything
Cause
wrong.
that's the same thing with 6ix9ine. Niggas was calling him a rat. You see that nigga in the club and let that nigga rock. Niggas wasn't doing nothing to him. So what was the
You don't
sense of
gotta
you
do
calling
nothing
him
to
a
him.
rat?
Why you gotta do something to him? You ain't
Yeah,
gotta
but that's what I'm
associate with
saying.
him
It's
though.
Cause
not
when
about
you call
doing
somebody a
something.
rat, a rat could kill you. You call somebody gay, them niggas will kill you. Certain things that
Yeah,
you don't
but
do, you
but
don't touch.
yeah, but the whole thing. No, the
If
whole
I
thing with
see a
the
rat in the club, I do not have to speak to that person.
No,
yeah.
I
I
That's
can
never
make
that's
said
what
sure
I'm
that. I
I'm
saying.
said
It's
nowhere
no,
not
I
near
never
asking
said
him.
that. I
nobody.
said once you call him a rat out your own mouth, you gotta be ready for whatever comes.
And this is
Oh,
why rats are
absolutely.
running around the streets moving the way they move, because nobody wants to say the truth. They not even supposed to be around.
Now
Right.
you know what it is,
Nigga not
Bubba.
around you.
You
Nigga
know
not
what it is,
around you. He
Bubba.
just so happened
The
to pull
niggas,
up in the club where you was at, but you
Yeah,
called
but
him a
nah,
rat on
but
the
it's
internet and you let him rock. You ain't try to punch him in the face.
For what? What
You
am
ain't
I
try to
punching
do
him in the
nothing.
face for? What am
yeah,
I
but
punching
it's
him in the
you
face
know
for,
no.
okay?
That's what I'm saying. I think I like just
What am I
because
punching him in the face for?
Because you
the
called him a rat.
Nigga, you read it. You's a rat. Why do I have
yeah,
to
that's not
punch you
gonna
in the
make me
face
punch
after
him in the
that?
face. That's gonna make me tell you
Yeah,
But you
what.
ain't
what I
doing
gotta hit you
nothing. You ain't
for?
kicking him out the club. You ain't saying, yo, nah, you can't club here. You ain't doing nothing. But you
Nigga,
called the man
I
a rat.
get you know what I can do? I can do what I can control. What I can control is, yo, listen, this nigga 6ix9ine in here. Yo, fellas, yo, we out of here. We gonna find another spot to go to. I don't need to punch you in the face. I don't need to remove you.
Well,
I
I
can remove
respect that instead of
myself.
clubbing. Instead
I
of
can
continue
remove
on clubbing
myself.
and being around the situation.
I
Because that's
can
what a lot of these
remove
niggas is doing.
myself. That's the point of having a mind, body, and soul of your own. I can remove myself. If I don't want to be around this person and I feel like they ain't right, and if they don't want to lead a spot, whether I say something or not, I have the will as a free person to remove my motherfucking self.
That's
I don't
my
need to
whole
put my
objective
hands
to
on
it.
you.
Niggas
I
don't
don't
really
need to
hate
fucking
rats,
smear
bro.
my nose up at you. I can remove myself.
Niggas don't be really hating rats, bro.
I
Niggas
don't.
be like, yo, I
I
don't
think
like
it's
rats and all that shit and don't do
nah, yo.
shit.
I think it only applies to just like everything else. An experience. If you never really experienced what we talking about, yeah, I feel like people would just throw that shit in the air and then people just demonize it. Of course, but
Jody, you know, Mass, know, y'all been locked up. You got niggas, you got kill all rats. It don't have nothing to do with them niggas, but them niggas will hurt you.
You want to hear what's crazy though? Nigga just brought out paperwork on them.
Who? You said who?
Niggas just brought out paperwork on him. On Pete.
Let me ask you a question. Do y'all
Yeah.
gotta do? I'm gonna ask all of y'all a question. Do y'all have to attack everything that y'all don't like? Without,
nah.
I'm gonna
huh?
keep it a bit. I
If you
don't give
say
you my
it,
image. I don't give it my energy. I'm gonna keep it a band. I
No,
curse.
I'm
And
asking
but
that
that was
for a
my whole
reason
point.
because
Why niggas would give it energy
if
if
I
that's
don't
not
like
that if
rats,
you're not even involved with that type of shit no more.
but if I don't
If
like
you if
rats
you can't have one foot in, one foot out.
because of my morals and principles, if I don't like rats, that don't mean I have to attack them. I just don't like rats. I don't like to be around them. I don't like to
That's a
talk to them.
fact.
I don't like to
Right.
associate with them. I don't like anything of that
And
nature. If you
and then
told
hold
I
on.
don't
And the
like you, that don't mean I have to go and attack you.
yeah, and also the perspective that we started off with is that people are getting more comfortable just telling other people's business with the
It's just
internet snitches. And it's not
yeah.
that like, yo, when I see this person, yo, that's what it is. It's like, yo, bro, because I'm the type of person, niggas somebody's gonna try to say what's up, and
But you gotta
as like,
expect it. That's what you making it into once you say that, bro. You
Fact.
know,
but it's
you
not
you
making
call
it
somebody
into
a
it. It's just
rat, you
like,
know a nigga try to hurt you, bro.
no,
Yeah.
listen, I understand the
Understandable. If you're
ramifications. Like
making
I
it
said,
public
from
that you
back
calling
then when you used
somebody
to
a rat,
call
I get
somebody,
it. If
but
you're
I'm
making
saying
it public that you calling somebody a rat, I get it. But I'm just
absolutely.
saying
But I'm
for
saying
me,
when a nigga
once the
when a nigga
information
pull up on
comes
you
and
and
they say,
you
yo, that person no good, and I can figure it out, and I figure out for myself that person no good, I don't
yeah
need to be around you, talk to you, not like you could dead ass be like, yo, Bundles, what up? I'll walk right by you. Now you can
yeah
feel however you want to feel behind that. And even if you catch up with me in traffic one day, like, yo, bro, why you walk past me? Why you did this? Yo, my nigga, you's a rat. I don't associate with rats. I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Right.
yeah.
It was
I'm
a
supposed
time
to
I
punch
didn't
you
know
in your
you
face
was
Yo,
because you
different.
told on
I tell you
somebody
this
else.
story all the time, Bundles. When Alpo came home, all the people that called him a rat,
And what I told you
niggas
about them
was
niggas.
niggas was teeth and smiles, and
And
these
what I
niggas is
told you
known
about them
killers.
niggas. And what did
Niggas is
I
known
say in
killers.
response to that?
What you
What was
said?
my response to that information that you gave me when you
I don't
said niggas
remember.
was those? I said, yo, bro, I would never be in that position because I would never be around him. Oh, you pulled up? All right, y'all, I holler. The fuck I need to stand there for? I don't need to be around this nigga. I don't respect him. I'm gonna keep it pushing. What you gonna make me stand there?
Now I ain't even
No,
gonna
you
front.
a man.
I used to
You
be
can do what you want to
I,
do.
This
I
is
used to
what I'm
be around
saying. This
I
is
used to be
niggas
around
had
folks
niggas had
sometimes.
the option to walk away from Poe when they seen him. That nigga, wait, he gonna make you stand there? You can walk away. As soon as he pull up, you see him. Yo, man, I'm out, y'all. You ain't even gotta say nothing to the nigga. Yo, I'm out, man. I'm out. I get it with y'all niggas later.
But yo, you know why niggas wasn't saying nothing to him? Because that nigga was still head tapping shit.
That's a
That's
Yep,
fact.
cool. You don't gotta
yep.
say nothing, but you ain't gotta grace the nigga with your presence either.
I only
Yeah.
seen one nigga call him a rat to his face, and guess what? When the nigga said, "Yo, call me a rat again," nigga was like, "Yo, come on, you know I could joke with you like that."
Hey, that's him.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's yeah,
It be teeth
understood
and
that.
smiles with niggas, bro.
Yes, it's certain errors in time that was that. But nowadays, everybody is like Matt said, niggas is internet snitching, and no one's saying anything about it. But then when you have these niggas in your circumference, I'm not like, yeah, I'm not going. I don't know niggas' business to be going calling out
Yeah,
niggas
no,
being
I get what
rats.
I get what Mass is saying because I've been thinking like this since I was coming up before I even went the legit way. One of my mans caught a body, and when I seen a nigga from my hood on his Facebook shared the wanted picture, I have to tell that nigga, "Yo, you ratting, bro."
So
Oh,
look,
how I'm
let me
And
ask
that's
ratting?
you a
and that's
question.
and that's understandable. There's
So
a nigga
look, let
from
me
my
ask you
hood
a
named,
question.
and I don't mind putting his name out there because everybody know. There's a nigga from my hood named Paulie.
Paulie,
Paulie the
Paulie,
Rat.
we need to find out why Paulie Ratty ain't
Paulie
Brooklyn
Paulie
somewhere.
ratted on the whole Castle Hill, bro. He got damn near half of Castle Hill indicted on some bullshit. I seen the nigga one time on the train. I seen the nigga on the train. The nigga seen me. The nigga comes over. Yo, what up, bundles? Yo, bro, yo, bro, go ahead, bro. Oh, you with that shit with them niggas? Yo, bro, go ahead, bro. You did bad. I'm not even doing. The nigga got his hand out to give me a pound. Yo, bro, go ahead, man.
You gonna stay
He
right
was
there with
tight.
it.
Don't get me wrong. He was tight. But nigga, what? If you want to fight behind me, not shaking your hand, then we could do that. But I don't need to give you validation, homeboy. You did bad, and I don't rock with what you did. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question, homie.
Yeah,
So like when we share shit on Facebook, like somebody get killed or some shit, and they got the one that posted. It might be somebody we know who posted it, and we share it. We snitching.
Yeah, because you just boosting up the algorithm for it to be out
So
there.
are we snitching?
I say it's dry snitching.
So as a civilian, sharing
No,
one.
as a civilian, I said
Listen,
as being a nigga just
nah, listen. We
if you in the
civil. I'm a
streets, yeah.
civilian, bro.
No, that's a fact.
So when I share, because I fuck with a lot of government dudes. I fuck with a lot of people who's in the government, local governments and shit like that. You know, we fuck with a couple of the same people, all of us. So when our boys post something and we share it, and this in regards to
So
something
Nash, mute
that's
up.
going bad in the community, we snitching because of that.
If
This is
you
the
post it, yeah, if you share it,
that's wild. How we gonna make our community better then?
That's what I was saying. This
because
shit is a
niggas,
catch
because look,
twenty
this is
two.
what I'm saying. This is the issue I'm having here. That's why I said like, yo, if you into crime or you a working person, you a civilian, it don't matter to you if you on the civilian side. But if you into crime and you sharing a nigga wanted picture or you doing all of this crazy shit,
Well,
yeah, nigga, that's a part of ratting, bro.
look,
You because
what
you in the
about? I'm
streets.
talking about
I'm gonna give
us.
you a better scenario,
Hold
K
on one
Honey.
second, bundles. Hold on one second, please, bro. I'm talking about us. I'm not talking about niggas in the street. I'm talking about
So you
us.
talking about now? You talking about now, right?
Yes, us.
All right, we all
Us five
civilians.
right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. We all civilians. Like I said, as me being a civilian, that snitching shit, nigga, I'm not going to call nobody a snitch. I'm not going to say he a snitch. I'm not going to put it up on the joint.
No, what
I'm
I'm
just going.
asking
I'm. A,
you,
I'm a mind my business
when we
as being a
share
civilian.
as like, so let's say somebody grandmother or their
I'm gonna
moms or
give
something,
yo
a
Jody. Hold on,
crime
real
go
quick. Don't
against
even
their
go there,
moms or
Jody.
some shit.
Jody, don't even go there,
No,
cause
I
that's what
get
I was
that. I
going.
get what you're saying.
That's what I was getting at. Shout out to the homie C Nick.
Don't be
There
talking
was
to
a
me.
there was a grandmother in the hood that her daughter's boyfriend killed the daughter and the grandmother. Killed both of them because he couldn't be with the daughter. He went on a run. He had a wanted poster. A lot of homies in the hood posted that shit because they was trying to find him. They snitches.
Are they into crime?
They hustle and all that. But somebody grandmother got killed.
You dry snitching, nigga.
Huh.
Yeah, you
I,
dry
I guess
snitching.
I guess that's how you feel about it. I
Yeah,
think
you dry
differently.
snitching. If you into crime and all that, yeah, you dry snitching if you share a nigga wanted picture. Yeah, if you into crime and you won't you go look for that nigga?
Okay.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold my tongue about that. Yeah, if you not into crime and that's what yo, you want justice for the lady, cool. I'm rock with you. But if you into crime, you selling drugs to niggas' moms, grandmoms, and all that shit. You pushing over the old lady for the purse and all that. You robbing, you killing, and you share somebody wanted picture. Yeah, you're a rat.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
you
about
you dry
us.
snitching.
I'm talking about us.
And
Utilize
I
us
answered
as
your
a good
question. I
example.
said no, because we on another side. We ain't doing none of that shit. What I just said
Okay,
that
all right,
person
all right.
did.
All right, because I be sharing shit when Tariq
So
Goodman
dude could just
posts
run.
something, I
Dude
share
could just
it.
live freely after killing somebody's grandmother.
You said what?
So the nigga could just live freely after killing somebody's grandmother. Mind you, he on
No,
the
they
run.
doing their job, nigga. You don't do their
Niggas
job
can't
for
catch
them.
up with him. Nigga, he on the run, so he just gonna
No,
live free.
they no. This is why he got a wanted picture because they know who they looking for. It don't take for you to say, "Oh, yo, let me share this." Let other people see it, like police. You know, police on everybody's shit. That's a form of dry snitching, bro. I told you a nigga in my hood did it to my man, face and all that shit. A nigga from my hood put his wanted picture up on Facebook. Everybody in the hood know he did it. Why the fuck you sharing his wanted picture and you a street nigga? You dry snitching, nigga. You letting
I
other people
personally
from other
feel that
cities and all that know.
when it comes to situations like that, and this is just me, I don't.
No, what Bad
I'm cool
said,
with
you
it. I'm
niggas do
cool
it for
with.
likes
Hold
and
on,
views.
I'm just keeping it a stack. When it comes to situations like that, when you hurting the elderly or you hurting children, you can miss me with all that dry snitching shit, because the
Right.
elderly and children are not in the game. So you can miss me with all that. Like I
That's
don't
how you
agree with
feel,
that.
bro.
I don't agree with that
That's how you feel.
terminology. I understand where
So you
you
getting on
I
it,
understand where you stand, but I'm
you
just
getting you
explaining.
getting on it, you getting on the stand and telling on that man if it's
I'm
a grandmother
understand
and a kid.
I'm understanding where you coming from, but I'm explaining where I'm at with it.
And I
A
hear
nigga
that.
rape
Are you
a,
getting on the stand?
if a nigga raping children, yes, I'm getting on that fucking stand, nigga.
And guess what? He has the right to call you a rat.
That's cool. That's cool.
So how you expect the niggas to fuck with you when you got that on your jacket?
Hey, listen, at the end of the day,
Especially when he come home from
if you
jail and
want
be
to
like, "Yo,
come at
look,
me
yo,
because
look at the
somebody
paperwork. I
all
got
right,
bundles."
I'm going to
He
answer
ratted
you.
on me. He took the stand.
I'm going to answer you. If you feel like you want to not fuck with me because I was standing what's right against a child, by all means, don't fuck with me, nigga.
Right. I know
By
your
all means,
No,
morals.
I
don't
get
fuck
what
with
you're
me.
saying, but it's a contradiction of what
Nah,
you're
it's
saying,
not.
bro. You
It's
don't
not.
fuck with
It's
rats,
not.
but you're doing it.
It's not, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing the crime with that person. I'm not taking advantage of that child or that elder
But
person
that's why
with
they,
him.
but that's why it's called street
That's why
justice.
the street rules was always saying that women and children are off limits. So you automatically broke the street code with that.
Well,
So
guess
miss
what?
me with the who got the highest
This is why it's called
standard as
street.
far
This
as
is why
street
it's called
code.
street justice.
Fuck whoever got the highest standard of street code, because the street code said women and children are off limits. So you broke the code already. So
This
miss
is
me with
why it's
all
called
that.
street
What
justice,
code
man.
is higher than the other? I could care less.
I hear
I
you.
don't
This is
move
why
from
it's
a
called
place of
street
ignorance. I move
justice.
from a place of logic and understanding. And logic and
That's
understanding is
that's
not
logic
that when
though.
it comes to children and
But
women.
this is why it's called street justice.
Miss me with
I
that
think,
street justice bullshit. That's bullshit to me. You can miss me with that. I don't give a fuck about that street shit, my nigga. And this is why one of the reasons why when I was moving around doing what I was doing in the street, I did it by myself. Cause niggas got too many contradictions with them when it comes to the streets.
and niggas got a whole bunch of ways of calling a nigga snitch and be like, yo, some people say you need paperwork. I say you don't. So everybody logic of being a snitch and being a foreman is different. Cause if I see a nigga do something and a nigga point the cops a direction, nigga, you a fucking snitch, nigga. Your name don't gotta be off paperwork. You don't have to be on no stand. No, none of that. Once you tell a cop, oh yo, he got this on and he went this way, you a rat, nigga, and you ain't
Yo,
never
look,
hit no stand.
look, homie. I'm not even going to cap. I seen somebody from the hood do that recently. Well, not recently, but I seen the video again recently. I know the whole situation you talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about freeze, right?
All that. I've been seeing that from since a kid. But that one right there was with my family.
But
KG,
with who?
Carl Greg.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. That's what I'm saying. You talking about this shit with freeze, right?
Not only that, like I said, I've been seeing that growing up.
No, we know that, but
But yeah, I'm talking about that.
that's the situation you took. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I just seen the video again. I just seen the
Hmm.
video again.
Yeah. So I just got a different feeling about that shit. Like I said, it's street justice and it's other way of justice that people do. Whether I see this nigga, if I see a nigga raping a female or a kid, I'm gonna help that nigga. I mean, I'm gonna hurt that nigga. I'm gonna help the people. I'm not gonna get on the stand and say, yo, yeah, I seen him do this. Cause like I said,
So what if you get? What if they come and lock you up for putting the beats on the nigga?
but
What did they say? Why you
the
beat?
lady gonna tell. The lady gonna tell, oh nah, he was holding me down.
No, but they asking you though. They got to get a
Yo,
statement.
speak to the lady. Like right now, this is how I grew up. If I got popped and all that shit, knowing my grandmother's a fucking church lady, my mom's work. She know law enforcement. My uncle's a cop, nigga. I get popped and they ask me like, yo, nephew, asking me, yo, what happened? I'm not even gonna tell my mom's or my grandmother because I know my grandmother is gonna tell the cops. Oh, yo, this is what he told me. That's the same thing as snitching. It might sound crazy, and it's the reality of a street nigga and civilians, bro. I'm not going to tell my grandmother because I know my grandmother going to tell the cops. Oh, yo, he told me this is the person.
So,
That's
so
drastic.
can civilians be labeled snitches?
No, the old lady that sit in the window and sees something. No, I don't fault her. I don't fault her telling.
But they get called snitches.
What?
They
She
all get
ain't snitching. She tell her.
But
She
I don't
ain't
fault her. She
snitching.
not in the life of
Tell her.
crime. She just watching from her window, and that's you got some old ladies that ain't gonna say nothing. You got some old ladies that's gonna let you in the apartment.
that's a fact. Call in live six
So
one
you
six
got
seven
you
one
got
two thirty
different
four forty
ones.
three. Man, we live, man. Unk Em.
You
I
know
guess
that.
everybody got how the way that they handle things. I just feel like when it come to children, I don't really give a fuck about all that extra shit. I don't. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit when it come to children.
Word.
I
When it
hear
come to
you.
children, nigga, you deserve to be under the fucking jail. And I don't give a fuck
I
who
hear
like
you.
it or
Yeah.
who
So
don't
like
like it.
for instance, the little kid that got killed in Brooklyn. That's not snitching, man. That nigga
Not at
was
all.
8 months. Man.
Not at
8 months
all.
old.
That's not snitching, bro. I'm
What about the
sorry.
old? What about the
But so
old lady
you
that got
pointing
killed
them
in
out
Harlem?
personally?
No, 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 no. I'm not doing none of the above. I'm just saying that it was done, and I don't feel like that was snitching. I feel like that was the right thing to
No,
do.
I get what you saying. I'm asking you, are you pointing them out personally? You saw
Nah,
it,
nah.
8 month year old kid get killed, and they seen you in the camera that you was there. You gonna say, yo, yeah, that was him. You gonna confirm it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can respect
I
that. I
might.
don't know because you conflicted,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
get and
I
I
don't
get
know.
it.
I
But guess
never been
what?
in a situation like that.
If everybody had that same notion of saying, "Well, I'm not going to say nothing," guess what? That motherfucker would still be free right now.
Shoot,
The
another eight.
motherfucker that did it would still be free right now. If everybody had that same notion of, "Oh, well, I ain't gonna say nothing." Like you see how that sounds.
So yeah, I know.
A
I see how
child
it
killer, a
sounds, and
child
it sounds
predator,
fucked up.
a child killer and a child predator can roam the streets free based on a bullshit street code. Miss me with that, man.
And that's what's going on. Everybody following it because you just dubbed the nigga from your situation because you said you don't deal with snitches. You ain't see no paperwork, but you got niggas saying it.
Cause you told on your Conrad, nigga. You told on somebody that
Yeah.
you was running around with and you did bad. If a
And
person be like, yo, son, not for nothing,
did they produce? What
I
I'm
saw
saying
this
is, did
nigga
they
fucking
produce? Did they
taking
produce paperwork?
I saw this person taking a situation from a child, taking honey, whatever from a child, and I made sure that person went to jail for that. I'm not going to tell you I can't fuck with you. I'm not. And I don't know what other way to put it. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to fuck with you behind that.
Like I said,
Yeah, I think you know what it is. I think he brought up multiple different topics. You feel what I'm saying? And some of them, like the one Bundle's talking about, I don't think that's ratting, bro.
It's not.
to you it's not. But
I feel no, no. I feel
if that guy produced paperwork with your name on it, how could you explain that? He's gonna be allowed to call you a
There ain't nothing
snitch,
to
bro.
explain, nigga. Ain't nothing to fucking
But
explain.
he's gonna be allowed to call you a rat.
And that's fine. You can say whatever you want. And I can call you a murderer of an old lady. See how that works? You
I
could
see
call
how
me
it
one
works.
thing and I could call you something else.
But what
So
you
you
think
trying to tell
a
me the
street
block gonna respect the nigga that killed grandmothers more than they gonna respect me? Then
shit
fuck the
happens,
block.
bro. Shit
Then fuck the
happens.
block. It's that
Shit
simple.
happens.
Fuck the block.
And I don't think
If
none
the
of
block
us
gonna
felt
respect the
that way
nigga
when
that
we was. I don't
if the
think none of
block
us
is
felt
gonna
that way when
respect
we
the
was
nigga,
growing up.
if the block gonna respect the nigga that's running around here raping kids more than me, then fuck the block then.
And guess what we did?
So,
When we
so
heard
preach,
that,
bro.
we gave that nigga street justice. We jumped the shit out that nigga.
Oh, so you gonna whoop my ass but not whoop the nigga that did the grape? That sounds stupid as hell.
No, I'm not saying that, Bundles. Listen, I said when that nigga raped that woman or raped that kid and we found out, when they put that man post on the news, we jumped that nigga.
All right, is that gonna stop
We
him from
hurt
doing
that
it?
nigga.
Is that gonna
What?
stop him from doing it?
We
We
don't
just
give a
seen a
fuck.
situation where a dude got his
Every
ass whooped
time
on
he
the
do it in
train.
my community, in my era, I mean around where my area is at, we fucking that nigga up.
And we just seen a situation a couple of years ago when the shit went viral when a nigga got his ass whooped on a train for trying to take some honey from a female, and they caught him in the Bronx doing the same exact thing because nobody wanted to tell who he was. That ain't gonna stop him.
I ain't doing that.
The nigga that snatched Shorty off the train?
Yeah. And then they caught him on the block doing the same thing.
Yeah, he was from Soundview.
Come
Crazy.
on.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
It's like you gonna be
That's
part of the
wild.
solution or you gonna be part of the problem.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. We gonna hurt that nigga.
I listen, I
So then what
respect your
happens
answer.
when you get locked up for assault and they ask what was the reason?
They know the reason. They know the reason. They just need us to confirm it. If y'all know the reason, man,
See,
So
my
you
thing is this.
that's
My
it.
thing is this, right? And this is something that I feel like a lot of people that I grew up around, and anybody that I grew up around, to tell you this. The reason why I move the way I move as far as respect in my neighborhood is because I'm a person that could think for myself. I don't think based on the block. I think for myself. And if something is right, and when it's wrong is wrong. Like I said, the situation with the children or the elderly, there is no fucking street rules with that. We talking about children and elderly. Children and elderly are not in the streets. So whatever happens to them based on somebody doing some bullshit, that is not hood rules. You got to be able to
You
think for
got older
yourself and
people.
not worry about what the fuck the block
You
gonna
got
think.
older
Who
people
gives a
killing
fuck about what
children.
the
You got
block going?
children killing
Who
older
the fuck
people.
who gives a fuck about what the block gonna think? Because
All
guess
the
what?
same
The
shit.
block is backdooring niggas. The block is fucking niggas bitches. The block is out here setting niggas up. I don't give a fuck about what the
Happens
block think.
everywhere. It even happen in the country. It happens
Again,
everywhere,
Okay,
not just
right.
the hood.
I'm
Okay,
speaking on
right.
behalf of me. I don't give a fuck about what the block think. At all. I don't give a
It
fuck.
happens
If I
everywhere.
was getting my money doing what I was doing, that's something I'm doing. But what a nigga from a block think about me because this nigga did some foul shit to some women and some children, you could kiss my ass. And that go for any black nigga that think that I'm bugging. I don't give a fuck about what them niggas think. That shit is
Yeah,
wild.
brothers.
That shit is wild. We gon' not.
Well, we all grew up like this, man.
Nah, I
Especially if
didn't
you've
grow up
been to
like that.
jail.
I didn't
Especially
grow
if
up
you've
like
been to
that.
jail. I know a nigga name ain't on no paperwork. I know the nigga beat the nigga up in jail that did something to a kid or did something to a old lady. Nigga ain't telling the police. Niggas not even living with niggas. Niggas is telling, even though it don't got nothing to do with you. You telling this nigga, yo, you not living with me, bro. You ain't telling on him.
Yo,
He
nigga,
already
yo,
down.
What I'm saying
one of,
is
one
you
of,
ain't
one of
telling.
my
You ain't
one of
saying.
my right hand men at the time, one of my right hand men snitched on me, man, and DEA rushed my crib. I never forgave him. Never, ever, ever, ever forgave him.
That's a
But
fact.
we
You've
ain't
been
beefing.
told on. Why would you? So you ain't gonna
We
tell on
ain't
the
beefing.
person. You know what the
You
outcome
see what I'm
is.
saying? And
Just
I ain't
can't
gonna hold
fuck
you,
with him.
God rest my mom's soul. That's why mothers and grandmothers, they no good in situations like that. She like, yo, give him a chance. What the fuck you mean? You almost had a heart attack. These niggas came kicking the door and you talking about sparing. You don't spare
For a
that
fact.
nigga. I am gonna spare him. You know what's gonna hurt more? Me not fucking with him, telling everybody he a rap.
Mm-hmm.
Get phone calls from the island, yo, up north. Yeah, he a rap. Do what y'all want with him. I don't give a fuck.
That was your
Yeah, it
comrade,
makes
right,
you not
Maz?
careful.
Maz, that was your
No,
comrade, right?
that was one of my drops.
All right, so look, prime example. That was one of your drops. That's somebody that you have been. Let's just call it what it is. You're not there no more. So this, we making that very clear when we say this. That was somebody that you was well prevalent in the criminal world, right? That was somebody that was running around with you, your Cody, whatever you want to call it. That's somebody that you was running around with.
More than likely, I probably would have took a bullet for the nigga at the moment. I'm just
All
saying the
right,
way we was
cool.
moving at the moment.
When it comes to dishonor, that is what we're talking about here when we talking about snitches. That's somebody that was a willing participant in all the shit that you was doing. That is a rap.
Now mind you, look how nasty it is. I'm the godfather of his kids.
No, I'm not even getting into the logistics of that. I'm talking about as
No,
far as
I'm
him
just
telling
saying
on you.
that's how nasty it is, though.
Right. But as far as
That's
him
why.
telling on you, he was your comrade. He was in the world that you was in, and y'all was doing things collectively. All right.
Right.
Cool. That's understandable that nigga did bad. But you just said, like you said earlier, grandma on the block that's sitting in her window that don't got nothing to do with nothing, and something happened and she say something, we already said in agreement that's not snitching. We just said that, right? So now when it comes down to what I
I'm in
was
agreement with
saying,
that.
what when it comes down to what I was saying about harming a child or harming the elderly, that is not street business. As a man,
No.
forget street nigga, forget
No,
block
but
nigga.
look, just like
As a
Tommy
man,
was saying, Tommy was saying, shit happened. These
Shit
niggas, these little
happens.
niggas ain't going to the range. They ain't doing half the shit we used to do. They not going to the roof, practicing on the door, and they don't got those options. So these
And
niggas
better yet, yo, even with that, yo, if a nigga ever do some shit like that, nigga, the most I'm gonna tell him, yo, bro, turn yourself in, face it. I'm not gonna tell on him.
no, but that's basically with the old lady and the child. That's basically what happened.
Yeah,
They wasn't the intended target.
that's a fact. Mistakes happen.
Straight bullet hit him, right? So at that point, the whole neighborhood, I don't give a fuck if you're a YN, a gangster, because that's not gangster.
It ain't.
That's not gangster that the lady lived 80 something years through all the bullshit that New York gave her, but she died from a bullet from a YN and she don't even fucking know.
Crazy.
That's a fact. And guess what? And I ain't jacking a nigga. If they put a reward out and you a gangster and you call NYPD crime tips just to get the money to be on the low, I ain't jacking you when niggas find out that you told. Cause it's an old lady or a kid.
Yo, but what the sad part is that a lot of the gangsters turn civilians. So then, yeah, they are telling.
No, no, no. I like I said, I respect this. If all right, I'm not respecting a nigga that got his foot one in and one out.
Yo, half of the
You,
niggas we looked up to growing up, Harlem, Bronx, Kingpins, niggas, most of them niggas rats.
yeah, yeah.
What's the next topic, man?
It's touchy.
Nah, yeah, we'll
it
be here forever.
It's
Yeah,
touchy.
yeah. This is a tough because I feel
I
like,
don't think it's touchy though. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I just feel
I'm a
like
yeah,
civilian,
it be
because
man.
ignorant
Women,
sometimes with
women,
niggas.
children, old ladies off target, man. If
That's
you in the
that's
life,
that's what that's where I stand.
if you in the life and you indulge in this shit that you shouldn't be indulging in all type of frivolous activities and shit go the wrong way for you, that's on you. That's all I can say.
Because it could have went bad for any one of us, B. Sometimes
yo,
when you
because
doing
yo, Mac, we come from
when
the era where a nigga miss a payment, your whole family gets shot at.
That's a
yeah,
fact.
niggas ain't telling on
Nigga,
them.
you throw your uncle off the roof. Like I come from that shit
Nah, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
And guess what? Uncle ain't got shit to do with it.
at all. That nigga go to work.
But
You
look,
don't know what's
that
going
whole
on.
family getting bodied comes from your actions in the streets. So no, you should not be telling. No, you shouldn't be telling.
But
If
that's the
that shit
same.
came
But
from your actions in the streets, no, you
no,
should
but it's the
not be
same thing
telling.
when it's the same thing. His family could be
You
civilians,
signed
don't
up
got
for that
nothing to do with
as
it.
you being
Niggas
as
ain't
you
telling.
being the recipient of what is happening to your family. You signed up for that shit to happen to your family, so you should go handle that. I'm talking about your regular everyday civilians that seen some shit. Like I said, my man's moms got
Those are
murdered. That shit
civilians,
had nothing to
bro.
do. Let me finish. My man's moms got murdered. That shit had nothing to do with the streets. It had nothing to do with his involvement in the streets. It had nothing to do with his business in the streets. That nigga went in there and killed his mother. I mean, killed his grandmother and his sister based on the sister not wanting to be with him. So now, if that person be like, oh yeah, his name is such and such and such and such, he killed my mother and my grandmother. we're gonna label him a rat, even though that shit had nothing to do with street activity at all.
You can't, yo. First of all, let me tell you how the rat shit go. You only can be labeled a rat when you a so-called street nigga. When you in the life.
That's my whole objective.
Out, outside of that, it's not ratting because these niggas are civilians. They are programmed to tell. Yo, if something happened to a civilian and they don't tell, he was once a street nigga.
Hmm. And guess
You
what?
understand what I'm saying?
That snitching shit, it only matters to black people. A small percentage of white people, because a lot of white people, if somebody do something to you, they like, oh, you did what you supposed to do. That shit don't got none, nigga. They
Yo,
saluting you.
prime
You did
example,
that.
prime
Right,
Utilizing the
example.
law, they
100%.
utilizing law
But you
enforcement
know
for what
why they don't
it's
care?
made for.
You want to know why they don't care? It goes back to what I said about fuck the block. It doesn't matter to them because that shit don't pay their bills. That shit don't dictate how they move out here in the world. That shit don't dictate their job applications.
So
You
why
can't.
niggas
There's
care
nowhere
now?
on the job
Why
application
niggas
do it
care?
ask if you was a rat. No,
So why niggas
nowhere on the
care?
job application does it ask were you a
So
rat.
why niggas care, bro? That's what this was my
Cause
whole
it's
point
a
the
bunch
whole
of
time.
ignorant niggas. Only ignorant niggas care about that shit, bro. Only
But you
ignorant niggas
obviously
care about that
no,
shit.
but you obviously care because you kicked a nigga off your label
Yeah, I'm partly
because what
ignorant.
his man said.
I'm saying it right here, right now. I'm partly ignorant, nigga. But at the end of the day, my morals and principles, as far as I got morals and principles on rat shit, I got morals and principles on kid shit, I got morals and principles on elderly shit. My shit is a very big fucking cesspool of morals and principles that I stand by. And guess
All right,
what?
so let me ask you. Let me before we change topics, right? Because we've been on this for a minute. I just want to know about the Instagram snitches. Because those are more dangerous than the niggas pointing fingers and writing real shit, right? What's y'all take on that?
I already
I
said
feel
my
like them
take.
niggas
I
is
feel like
corny.
nigga dry snitching.
Niggas is corny. Because
It's
how you
whack.
gonna call somebody a snitch, but then you turn around? First of all, how you gonna tell us? How you gonna call somebody a snitch and you talking about you've known for a minute, but you just didn't want to say nothing, and it's been prevalent that you have been chilling with this person. So that mean that you knew that they was a rat and still
Niggas is
chill
all
with them
clowns
until it was
condoning
no
shit they
longer
shouldn't be
convenient for you.
condoning.
That's a different type of fucking
Yo,
treachery.
one thing, and a lot of y'all, we all from the same era. One thing I don't play with is you can't come in a nigga house around his family, get mad, go on Instagram, and tell what's going on inside that man's household.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah, that's sucker.
treacherous.
That's sucker shit.
A sucker
That's
Come
shit.
that's
on,
definitely
bro.
treacherous.
A sucker shit.
Definitely sucker shit.
There's niggas that I don't like at all that I would never air out their dirty laundry as far as like they personals. I might
Nah,
call
that's
you a bitch
respect.
ass nigga. I might do that because you did some foul
Yo,
shit.
because you
I'll
gotta
call
look
you
at
that
it,
all
right?
day.
If a nigga could snitch on himself, if a nigga could snitch on himself, he get on this app and just fake cry, do all this. Bro, you dangerous. I never. I'm glad we older and I never had to run cross you in the street.
Hmm.
And then another thing, brothers, a lot of these niggas ain't been through nothing. But when you on this app, you could be all you could be.
You could be anybody you want.
But this is why I said it pays to listen to niggas. It really does. I know it might sound cliche, but it pays to listen to niggas because you let a nigga talk long enough, he gonna tell you everything you need to know.
That's a
Mhm.
fact.
Yo, that's the whole fucking truth, yo. The internet gave niggas a voice the streets wouldn't have let them have.
Hmm.
Now
And,
and
and
then
and
what
this is
happens
why and
is
this is
niggas
why
like
certain
us,
niggas
man,
this is why
real
certain niggas
street
don't be
niggas,
handling themselves correctly. Cause
gotta
like
go back and forth on the internet with niggas to make us look lame now.
That's a whole fact, bro.
for instance, Mass called me one time. I was going through it with an individual online, right? Now from day one when I met Mass understand my story, so does K Hami. I was running around doing what I was doing in the streets, but I don't consider myself to be a street nigga because I wasn't getting into wild shit. I got my money, was doing what I had to do, and that was that. But at the same instance, in situations, it's like niggas only respect And I'm gonna keep it tall. Niggas in the street only respect ignorance because if you coming in there handling your business and getting in and getting out like how it's supposed to be when you running around hustling, you're supposed to get in and get out. There shouldn't be no room for all this extra other dumb shit. Niggas be getting caught up on dumb shit
It's a
all the
fact.
time. And if you ask niggas most of the time, especially from today's era, niggas is getting locked up and ain't no money involved.
That's a
None.
fact. That's a
None.
fact.
Oh,
This era is scary, man.
Niggas catching bodies for nothing.
This is what I'm
And
saying.
guess what?
At least the
They
old
talking
school
that's
about it
why
on
I
niggas
the
said,
knew
internet.
whatever they was doing, there was some money attached to it. These little niggas ain't. It's just for rack. I'm a shooter. All right, what you shooting for? What's the cause?
Right.
What's
He
the
told my man,
cause?
shut up.
that's what I'm saying. We from a different era. These niggas is shooters. I know killers. I come from the era of killers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They hit every target. They run it right on you. Two pieces of biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in different times where, and that wasn't even uh, 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 congratulated. Like we knew who them niggas was. You hear the stories, yo, that nigga Ronnie. You'll never know Ronnie was unless you see him in action.
So
Yeah.
You
piggyback
understand
off
what
that,
I'm saying?
Mask. Let me ask you a question, Mask, because you said you knew all the niggas that was really getting crazy or whatever, right?
Yo, bro,
Is
I'm
it
on.
me or am I
Jody,
bugging? Or
hold on. Jody Mack,
some of the most calmest niggas on the face of the planet?
The most
yo,
quietest
Jody,
people.
hold up. Jody Mack done got money in my hood. All the niggas that was getting money was killers.
But were they rowdy individuals or were they more
No, they
calm?
was getting money.
Pray.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Jody Mack was
It's
running
quiet.
around with them.
In today's time, if you not a wild nigga or catching wreck, you're nobody. Niggas is looking at you like you lame.
Yeah, and today it ain't about the bread. It's about hats
Things.
Come on.
and switches and
If you
buttons.
ain't,
Bro, I'm
yo,
in battle rap.
they
You
say,
know how
yo, if
many
you
you
ain't
know how
got it
many
on
gangster
Instagram, you ain't
broke
got no
battle
scenes, it's
rappers I know,
quiet.
bro?
A lot.
You know how many gangster broke battle rappers I know, bro? That's the most gangster nigga in the world, but can't even put they name on head of household on their taxes. Like niggas is broke.
They don't even get a W-2, 1090. They don't get none of that.
But guess what? Oh, yo, no, that nigga's a shooter. Oh, that nigga's a gangster. Oh, that nigga's this. That nigga, yo, bro, this nigga can't even. This nigga could barely take care of himself. If he wasn't living with his
Yo,
bitch, this nigga be on the street.
They
Nigga,
can't
if you
just
stop.
cause
like
you
that, nigga,
scared,
I don't even want to be
yeah.
around you.
No, but just cause you scared of him don't mean
Hey,
shit.
bro.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Or if you like that, I don't want to be around you.
Yo, what's
K,
You
up?
see
nigga,
my
K
shit?
Harmon, you in the battle rap world. How many niggas is around moving like that? It's about 80% of these niggas.
All of them.
You know what I'm saying?
All of them.
But that's the part
That's
that's
all I hear
confusing
about
to
is
me.
guns, selling drugs, and how much money. Man, it be the same niggas that can't get on the cat. Niggas hopping the train.
Come on, that shit
Wow.
is confusing as hell, bro. That shit is confusing. You doing all this extra shit to prove that you a gangster, but you ain't. There's no benefit. There's no nothing behind it. What's the point of doing it?
Yeah.
That's
That,
my whole argument in this situation. What's the point of
and
fucking
if you
doing it?
over 30, if you over 30 still trying to get validation from niggas sleeping on the couch, you stupid as dumb, nigga.
Yeah,
Oh
you a
yeah.
goofy.
I know 40-year-olds turning blood today.
Niggas is
Crazy,
Yeah,
goofy.
like,
crazy.
come on, man.
Nigga, you
Niggas
bugging.
goofy.
And they
Nigga
free.
bugging.
They not in jail.
Word.
That's wild.
Yo, but bundles, even
Nigga
in
got five
jail,
kids.
even in jail at
Niggas
40
with
years
5 kids.
old, all your homies gonna be 25 and under. What
Your
the fuck are you doing?
your big homie gonna be 25.
The big
Hmm.
homie gonna be 19.
Come
Man,
on, bro.
I ain't never
Niggas,
40 years old and throwing up a blood sign, nigga. You look corny, bro.
But my thing is
I'm
this,
yeah,
and,
not
and,
doing
and
that.
I know a lot of blood homies. Salute to all my blood homies, and I know why they do it and what they do it for. When I was
that's
coming
my
up with
real
that
life,
whole
nigga.
situation, when niggas like yo bundles, yo this turn blood, it did it. I'm sorry for me, it didn't make sense. Cause I'm
You
not
know what
going
it
on the
was?
wall
We
for
made it
something
look
that don't
fun.
got nothing to do with me.
These niggas is
I'm
making
not
it
busting
look
a nigga
dumb.
in the head for something
Yeah.
that don't got nothing to do with me. You're damn sure not sending me on no mission. Like that shit didn't make no sense to me. I'm out here to get paper. I ain't out here for all the extra shit.
That's why we're in two different times. Like we was flat. We were the niggas who had the money was the niggas. Fuck the body. Them niggas was always stupid to us. Like they would never get no bread.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas always on the run. Always, you know what I'm saying? So we used to have money wars. We used to see who could buy the most bottles in the spot. Like we come from that.
I understand that, and I come from that too. Cause I remember when niggas used to go to the club, you see another group of niggas. It wasn't so much of a oh fuck them niggas, but it was more so like yo we gonna show them
Let's
niggas that
yeah,
we
we
do this
get
shit
money
too.
too. Right, right.
And,
Down
and,
to
and nine times out
down
of
to
ten, if y'all was
down to the
real,
dress code.
and 9 times out of 10, if you was real get money niggas, what in the midst of that shit going on, niggas is gonna mingle and make connections.
Right, right, right.
I might have a drought going on
Nigga, I'm
over
telling
here,
you,
but I know,
I'm
I
from,
know,
I'm
I know,
from,
mass and them niggas. Listen, I'm in the Bronx, I'm in Castle Hill, might be a drought. Yo, listen, I can make a call to mass and them niggas. I know them niggas might got
right,
it. This, that, and the
right.
third, or I
I
might be
was,
able to do this, do
that's
that,
what
do
I'm
this,
saying.
do
And
that.
all of them, I'm from 55th. Nigga, we used to walk from 55th to 25th, no problem.
Nigga, I used to walk from First Avenue to 55th, from
No
105th to
problem.
55th.
You feel what I'm saying? No problem. Now, niggas can't even leave their, like, not us, but this generation now, like, they can't even leave their block.
And
It's
all that
still
shit
scary
be
right
based
now.
on
It's
all
still
that shit be
scary.
based on ignorance, and that's what I'm getting at. Like I never understood the ignorance part of the streets, bro. Even being a
But
nigga
I ain't
that
gonna
came
lie, we
from the streets,
followed
and
it,
yes, I
bro.
do have
Certain things
ignorant
we, yeah,
tendencies,
we
but
followed it, bro. We inherit that. How
We
you say
definitely
it?
engaged. We definitely
Yeah,
engaged.
like
Amen.
for
but what
some reason you
at any point in
automatically
time was
born
there
into that
certain
shit.
shit? Was there certain shit that just didn't make sense to you that you just said, you know what? I don't
Hell
give a
yeah,
fuck if it's the street
Yeah.
hell
element.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just not subscribing to this shit.
hell yeah. That's what made me different. That's what made some niggas in your hood don't like you because
But look,
That's why,
you
yo,
my
don't
my
follow the
that's
my
why,
thought
masses.
process, is if you got a problem with me and I know how I move. I feel in my heart of hearts that I move 100% right. That's why I said I got no ops out here. I don't owe nobody no money. My hood talk highly of me. You've met a bunch of niggas from my hood. There's never been a disdain of anything with Bundle's name. So
yo,
if
but
you
Bundles,
don't like me,
you
if you
come from a
don't
hood
like
that
me,
niggas don't really
that
be
means a
playing
lot
with.
about you.
So, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like, we all come from hoods that niggas that got good reps. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how much beef I'm gonna get in a hood that governs itself?
right. But like you said, the hood is ignorant, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's
all
been
ignorant.
ignorant.
But do you
It's
gotta
been
be
ignorant. We
ignorant in
just
it
found,
though?
nah,
What you
like,
said?
I said the hood may be ignorant, but do you have to be ignorant in it? Granted, you might live there,
no,
fine,
No,
but do you
no.
no,
have
You
to
just
be
have to
ignorant
have
no.
in
your
it?
own mind.
I was just about to say, just be you.
Yeah, just be you, bro. That's it. Some niggas fall victim to it because they want to be cool. They
Yeah, I
want to
used to
be
go to Catholic
accepted.
school. Niggas used to clown on me because I had the hush puppies on. But bro,
Hmm.
that was the uniform. Like, it wasn't like I didn't want to wake up and wear this. So I
Mm-hmm.
used to get bad. Like, oh no, this nigga going to school. That's what you supposed to do at
Yeah,
13 and 14. What the fuck?
yeah. The older niggas used to beat us up. Go to
Niggas
school.
want to cut
I feel
school
like
Niggas
that
every
shit
punch
is
you
a
in the
day.
passing.
chest.
I feel like that shit is a passing of the torch. I feel like when you go through, like we all went through that shit where getting kicked off the basketball court or might be getting into little melees with the older niggas. I just feel like, especially coming from the trenches, that's just a passing of the torch. Like you, everybody got that same story.
Yeah.
Whatever
Right.
generation you think of, they all got that same story,
But
especially if
guess
they
what?
was
But
outside.
guess what? You learn from it too. You learn
Yeah.
certain instincts. You learn when you go to other niggas' hood. Niggas ain't gonna do that because the older niggas did it. And they showed you you don't go for it.
That's what I'm
Yeah, but
saying. Like,
without
we
elevation,
got
you standing still.
The older niggas,
Yeah.
and I had the older niggas that was doing good, not like us. They didn't move. They were still in the hood. You understand what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
now we the older niggas, we got money, we moved. So we not in the hood with the little niggas no more.
Yeah.
When we was growing up, our OGs, all the niggas with all the phones, they was still in the hood all day, every day.
And I always thought that was stupid because my thing is, nigga,
I'm
we
talking
Because
about
always
niggas that
said,
we
niggas
know,
shame
niggas that we
niggas
know
for
that had
elevate,
businesses,
bro.
niggas had businesses and all that in the hood every day. Like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
no, I respect if you
Shame
got a
niggas for,
business,
bro. You
but
know how
not living
ignorant
there.
it is to shame a nigga for move. My nigga, I spent 20 years here in the same pissy ass hallway. I spent 20 years here. I got my money together and got the fuck up out of here. Yo, you left the hood. Yo, you ain't like nigga. What? So I'm supposed to die here?
But niggas forget that's all niggas talk about with the bench talk. Yo, when we get money, yo, we out of here. We gonna do this, nigga.
But
We
but
ain't
But the
we ain't made to
OGs
be
taught us
famous.
to do
K,
the
you're a
same
prime
thing.
example. You work for the MTA, right? You
Yeah,
work for the MTA. You've said it yourself. There's certain niggas that be like, "Oh, this nigga K working, and this nigga moving out the." Like, how do y'all try to shame that? How do
right.
y'all try to shame that? That makes
But you
no
ask these
Because
little
sense.
niggas
what
today.
happens is
You ask these little niggas
niggas don't
today. They
grow
thing
up.
is, yo, I want to move out here and get a house and make myself better. That's the talks that you have on the bench. I'm
Hmm.
not, nigga. Once I go to the projects, I'm not sitting on the bench and having to talk about, yo, I don't like this nigga from this project, so I don't like this nigga. Oh, this nigga think he cute because he getting money out. Nigga,
Nigga, you
those
know what the
bench
real
talks is
answer to that
whack.
shit is? Niggas is it ain't about you up leaving the hood. It ain't about you changing. It's the fact that that person that's saying it out their mouth about you being the person that changed or
Ain't
you
changed.
not, they can't do it. That's basically what it is. This
Nigga,
is why I
it's
Facts.
say
hard.
fuck the block. Because it's always the nigga that can't do something that want to critique something that a nigga doing.
Yeah, but I had
It's
to learn
always
that
like
late.
that.
I had to learn that late because I was one
Me,
of them.
me too, Albert. Me too. I had to learn it late,
I
but
was just like
late,
them niggas
better,
that was in
better,
the
better
projects.
late than never.
That's a fact.
Better late than never.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. And I
Because
like my
what happens
life
is
right now.
what people don't understand, what people don't understand is like for us, we dads, we
Yeah,
got big families. You start becoming an embarrassment.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Because all his stories is damn, daddy. Where your pop? Oh, yeah, he back in jail. Like, oh yeah, that shit is whack.
Yeah,
Real
shit
rap.
get corny.
Real
That
rap.
shit get
And we
corny.
was raised better than that.
Yeah.
Like
That's what it boils
my
down
son will
to.
never have the story. My son will never have the story that I had.
Never.
Does that make him a corny nigga? No, he just don't got the
Nah.
story that his pops got. He can't say, yo, my mom's was a crackhead. He can't say,
Yeah,
oh, my dad went to jail for X amount of years. My son don't have that story.
I'm jacking that.
But there's
Mhm.
certain niggas, like if I was to take my son into the Lions Den, he would be considered to be a fucking lame.
Yes.
That's crazy work.
But I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Cause that means he got a better chance of fucking living than you.
Mhm.
Real rap.
The
Real
fuck?
rap. Yo, listen, we're gonna touch on all the other subjects next week. I see some of the guys had to go do some things. This was a great topic. Great topic. Salute to both of y'all. Appreciate
Always.
both of y'all. Y'all know that family. Till next week, man. Unk Em Podcast. This one was a
Right.
little bit more heavy of a topic. We'll get back